I think we're live, yes. So we are now live on the Boycott Everything Podcast YouTube channel. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Pornhub community.
Hello,
Hello.
Pornhub community.
Oh, Aegon showed up. I gotta put his name back up. God damn it. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
So everybody knows it's on YouTube or it's going to watch this video later on. We are also live on Twitch television, twitch.tv/rend1, one word, one set of letterings, all of that shit. Today's episode is going to be a fucking doozy, and I think that I have three of the top four people I would love to have this conversation with more than most everybody on this earth, and that is fucking cancel culture. Is it working? Question mark.
Or does it need to be canceled?
Or does it need to be canceled? Since I don't know what David actually feels on it. We're going to find out in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Not really that long. This is going to be a show, but it's not going to be a podcast. This is just a 15, 25-minute show where we give you our opinions. This is going to happen every Saturday and Sunday to where you'll either get it live or recorded, and we'll knock it out. No fancy editing, no nothing like that. Some of the countdowns we do later on, yeah, that'll have fancy editing. But this is just bare tax, bare us. This is us pouring our head and hearts into things that we enjoy. So,
bare ass for Pornhub.
Yes. So Pornhub, if you're listening out there, doom, 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 whatever that sound is. I don't really know the sound. Only know it because of TikTok now. It's weird. But yes, cancel culture. I'm going to go last because I'm probably the most, I probably have the most words that I would like to say. So we're going to start with you, Wooley.
Oh,
do you think this is working? Yes or no? Why? And do you think it just needs to kind of slowly die away now?
Okay, as far as if it's working, in probably like 98.6% of cases, I would say no. I think a lot of cases.
Oh, God.
I accidentally killed Rev. Shit.
No, Aegon did.
Oh, God damn it. I just now saw. God damn.
Fuck. I was taking a big drag of a cigarette when that happened. Fuck. Anyway,
for those of you on the YouTube side, Aegon just pulled up a thing and said, input a person, place, thing, activity, or load, and then there's a big cancel button right below it. Bastard.
But back to you.
But yeah, I think like in the majority of cases that I at least see, it's like doesn't work at all. Like it comes up in a situation a lot of times where there is some like either missing context or it's just a big fat lie, or there is like a side of the story that people haven't heard or haven't seen yet. Like I look at the situation like the James Charles situation that happened where they were trying to cancel him and then he comes back with receipts, text messages, and Twitter DMs, and all sorts of things that if we had known that from the beginning, the shit that happened to him like the 2 or 3 days prior would not have happened. And I think there's a lot, like most of the situations I see, that's kind of how it plays out. You hear about something, go, oh shit, we need to cancel this motherfucker, and you find out like 2 days later, oh shit, that was stupid. But yeah, I don't think cancel culture is working at all. Yeah, quite honestly, if I could cancel culture, I would probably cancel culture.
Aegon, you're next.
Well, cancel culture to me is a knee-jerk reaction of all the snowflakes that inhabit our culture.
Can we get a snowflake check?
I take aversion to the term snowflake.
You want to cancel me now?
I think you should choose a better word than snowflake before you are canceled.
Can we get from now on every video, Wooley, ever, live episodes, non-live episodes, news episodes, fun episodes. The term snowflake used on this channel should have a special check counter in the top right hand.
I'll see what I can do with. I got a stream deck. I'm sure I can figure out a way to like start a counter, and every time
Ding,
snowflake
ding,
ding,
ding.
every time it shoots, like you just see a single picture of a snowflake fall from the top to the bottom of the screen.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
No promises on that, by the way. I'll try to figure out, but no promises.
The majority of canceling that we see are basically people being railroaded for their past, even if they've changed. And it's ridiculous. It's knee jerk. It's just plain out pointless. We know people can change.
Mm-hmm.
People just Rev is the prime example of people can change. And it's stupid to cancel someone for something they've said or done in their past if they've shown that they have changed over the actions of their of the times past that. And then anytime somebody disagrees with something that someone does, it's immediately let's cancel them because your opinion or your belief is different than mine. It's ridiculous. It needs to stop. It hurts more people than anything, and it's just dumb.
David,
Here's what I think. I think cancel culture is stupid. We should have a check culture instead, which is you check people on the dumb shit they have done, but you don't ruin their fucking lives over it. You fucking call them out, you tell them about it, but you don't go, oh, well, when you were 14 years old, you wore blackface to a birthday party in West Virginia. Yes, I understand you were trying to be a coal miner, but wearing blackface means you're racist. No. Stupid shit like that should not mean someone's life is ruined. And people are too quick to jump out and say, oh my God, look at this terrible thing they did. We should ruin their lives and cancel everything they're doing. We should ruin their career. No. There are cases of people doing shit that is so disgusting that yes, they should be removed from all manner of existence. But for the most part, bringing attention to what somebody has done and letting them have a chance to respond to it is far more constructive than just canceling. Because I could sit here right now and talk about, Wooley. Wooley did this terrible fucking thing years and years and years ago. Excuse me. I fucking hate winter. Years and years and years ago. And I could sit here and convolute and fabricate this entire believable story about this horrible fucking thing that Wooley did and why I think he is a horrible fucking human being. But because it never happened, he has no proof to say otherwise that it didn't happen. People are going to believe and jump on a bandwagon. Yeah, this motherfucker and his fucking, hockey culture, and he violated that man with a hockey puck, and all of this shit, and have no fucking basis in reality. So I think we should have a check culture. I believe in facts. I don't believe in hearsay. If I can see and prove something that actually happened, okay, that's one thing. But if it's just somebody, randomly, especially somebody that either A, has done the same thing in the past and has no fucking credibility whatsoever at all at this point. Somebody that has an incentive for this person to get fucked over, or, just random far out shit that my mind cannot comprehend actually fucking happening. It's stupid. Check culture. Not cancel culture, because cancel culture is you need to cancel your fucking self. You need to cancel your attitude and your whole fucking outlook on life. At the end of the day, a lot of these things affects 2 or 3 people. That the whole can't. It's not even like a nationwide or worldwide event. It may be something that happened between 2 or 3 people. And not only are you jumping on the bandwagon to ride somebody out of town on a fucking rail, but you're forgetting about the impact this is having on other people that are involved as well. So it's not a simple issue. And just jumping on a bandwagon with mass hysteria ends up with things like Trump for president, and that's all I gotta say.
By the way, I must say you probably offended every Canadian out there for disparaging the culture of hockey. So
well, when you allow the Boston Bruins to be a thing for fucking 100 years, you kind of deserve it. Now, sit back, relax, get you some popcorns, because this is the Rev Rant part of it.
Hashtag Rev Rant.
I personally think all three of them's wrong. I think cancel culture is a good thing. But, big fucking butt. Like that big old donkey butt you like looking at. If you try to cancel somebody, and it is proven without a shadow of a doubt that you were the fuckhole in it, not only should you be canceled, but your bitch ass should be sued into the fucking sun and back. If you try to purposely end somebody's career, life, livelihood, how they survive, because you want to make up things or you want to bring up shit that happened years and years and years ago, you should feel the repercussions of what happens to you. And that's the problem I have with cancel culture. These motherfuckers, he brought up James Charles. That's a perfect fucking example. James Charles people try to ruin this motherfucker. And yes, he had some problematic shit. But he didn't deserve the outright. There were people telling him they were going to come to his house, rape him, and kill him over some fucking makeup.
Yeah.
And the people that cause this shit, no repercussions. None.
In fact, I think they benefited from it. Like,
of course they did.
The day that the video that caused the whole debacle to happen, that the gal that did it like doubled her subscriber count from 6 or 8 million to like.
It's like Ninja. Everybody wants to shit on Ninja. PewDiePie. I'm going to use the biggest 2 fucking names in YouTube and streaming. Everybody's out to fucking cancel them over every fucking thing they say, the things they do, the things they don't do. Here's the thing. You're not in their fucking position to judge. Oh, but they're public figures. We can talk about them. Yes, you can. But you literally had moments like the Wall Street Journal calling fucking PewDiePie a white supremacist. You had Ninja being called racist.
And sexist.
The sexist thing, I don't fully agree he's sexist, but he's got some fucked up thought processes with that. So I don't completely discredit that. But I know people are going to be like, but Rev, there's people out there, but like, I had that black friend. My black friend lets me say it. I have that black cousin. I have black. So I should be able to say Nigger. They don't say Nigger. People need to be canceled when they're fucked up now. When they do something fucked up now. But going after Ninja for something he said 4 years ago? What? Going after somebody on Twitter because they said something 12 years ago when they were 14? Screen grabbing things out of context. If you do that, if you fucking do that, there should be repercussions for what you did. To me, I lost respect for PewDiePie, not because he said NIGG on stream, because he showed contrition and he showed beyond that since then. I lost respect for him because he didn't sue the living fuck out of everybody that ever said he was a white supremacist. He didn't sue the fuck out of Alinity. The bad behavior, the people, the clout chasing, the clout behavior won't fucking disappear until somebody is paid in debt. That's how the fucking world works, people. That's not something that Reb's coming up with that you're trying to push an agenda. No, that's literally how it's always worked. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And it's always going to be that way because it's human fucking nature. It's human nature to survive over somebody else. That's why I can go on Twitter and I can probably spend 30 seconds right now and find 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people trying to cancel something, someone, or something they did. Yet I can go on the same people's Twitter that's trying to cancel somebody and find something just as problematic or just as fucked up.
Yep.
2 years ago on Twitter, somebody called me homophobic because I made the statement, not all men believe in X. I was called homophobic for that, yet my actions and everything else I've ever said and everything else I've ever done shows the exact opposite. I met David because I was accused of being racist.
True story.
And the people that use it, Alinity did far, far worse to human beings on her stream than she did to animals. But here's this flip side. Where's the outrage for the streamers that actively and openly use the FAGGOT word on their stream? Where is the outrage for the people that use the N-word constantly on their stream? Where's the outrage for the people making fun of the trans people of the world? There's no outrage. There's no reaction like that, like there is to a throwing of a cat or nothing, because it's not going to get you any attention like the throwing of the cat did. You don't like the truth? You don't have to listen to our podcasts, but that's all you're going to get on these shows are real fucking feelings, what we really believe in. Yes, animals are not protected and they need to be protected more, but a human being is still a fucking human being. And the big fucking differences in this entire fucking thing is, as somebody that grew up in the Ninth Ward of New Orleans, as somebody that grew up watching people be hated for the color of their skin, be it from whites to blacks and blacks to whites, I've seen it all my fucking life. The human destruction that this hate causes is far more greater than anything else we can do to each other. We all have had a friend that wanted to cancel Ninja for using NIGGA in a rap lyric. Even though it wasn't there, he wasn't being racist. He was just ad-libbing a word that is used in rap all the time. We had somebody that wanted to cancel him and he should be banned and he should not be the biggest streamer. He should not be the face of this and he shouldn't do this and he shouldn't do that and he shouldn't do this, all the time knowing damn well that he's actively on Twitch used the NIGGER word. He used to be hateful and he used to use gay and the F word for homosexuals actively while playing video games. He's got so drunk on stream that the cops had to be called to make sure he was alive. And he's done other things to people that is far worse. But this hypocrite motherfucker wants to talk about Ninja. Stop going after people you don't know just because you don't agree with something they say. It's simple. I don't like what you say. I'm going to ignore what you say. Are they sending millions of people to your house to threaten you? No. Are they harming you? No. Then why are you trying to cancel them? Did what they say to you, a white Midwestern boy, really affect you when it comes to race? No. That's the thing people's got to understand. I am Native American. I don't even understand what it feels like to be called those words as part of the LGBTQIA plus community. I don't understand what it feels like to be called the NIGGER word. I understand how much it makes me mad. I understand how much it pisses me off, but I don't understand what it's like when David was called those names when everybody found out that he had a boyfriend in Rise Up Gaming. I don't understand what it feels like to be a black male, black woman, black anything they want to be on this platform, and people come in their channel and spam blackface emotes and the N-word constantly. I don't know what it's like to be a woman on this platform and be judged because I have cleavage on, showing a little bit of cleavage showing as a titty streamer. I don't understand any of that shit. I can be offended for them. No, I can't. You can't take offense for something that's not about you. You can be upset for them. You can want to fight for them. You can want to help them, but you can't be offended for somebody. And that's the part of the cancel culture that fucking pisses me off. How the fuck can you be pissed off about somebody using the N-word when you're a white goddamn kid from fucking Tennessee? How can you be mad about, how can you be offended by what that woman just got? They did Miss Mia Rose on Twitch television, Tara Babcock on Twitch and YouTube, Biatch TV. If you want to know how bad women used to have it on this platform, go talk to them. Has it got better? Yes. Is it still where it needs to be? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But I cannot sit and pretend the things I used to read being said to Mia Rose. I can't pretend to know what that fucking feels like. I can't imagine the Undead Lords, somebody you'll probably hear on a podcast, my significant other, and all of our friends. I can't imagine what it felt like when she was streaming before she met me and David, what it felt like for somebody saying they wanted to sexually assault her. As somebody that's been sexually assaulted, how can you pretend to be offended for something like that? That's the thing of cancel culture I don't understand. That's the thing that has to go away. You can cancel anybody and everything you want, but stop being offended for other people. It undermines what you're doing. I used to stream for 16 hours a day. Zayberg's in my chat. David's here. Aegon's here. They can all fucking 1,000% confirm about what I'm about to say. I used to stream for 16 hours a day, and as soon as I was done streaming, I would go to CC's channel, aka Biatch TV, and Miss Mia Rose channel, aka Miss Mia Rose, and I had to mod for 5 hours straight, just because there were people coming there talking about paying her to release themselves on their feet, talking about seeing their booty holes, sexually assaulting them on a constant fucking basis. Not giving a fuck that Mia was and really is still good at World of Warcraft and League of Legends. Not giving a fuck that CC was really good and still is good at League of Legends. It was all about fucking sexually harassing them on a constant basis. And I was never offended for them. I just stood up for them. Sweet Anita. She is one of the most wonderful fucking human beings on all of Twitch. She has Tourette's. Sometimes people use the system she has in place so she can enjoy her life as a public figure to abuse her Tourette's. So sometimes she says some shit that is not what most times would be allowed on Twitch. People tried to cancel her right after Christmas or before Christmas because her chat triggered a tick in her. And that's why we had to do the podcast, the show that you're going to get later on this month about paranoid schizophrenia, because there's certain mental diseases that people just don't fucking care, don't understand, don't want to understand, never heard about, never been taught about. So they abuse the system because they think it's fucking cute. And the one thing she said about all of this that really struck to my heart and made me know that she is such a great fucking person is she was being shit on and hated on and fucked with because she said the N-word by accident through a tick. Not because she's racist, she's got black, her dad is literally black. Not because that's how she believes. It was a tick that people caused inside of her, in her head, in her psyche. People were more offended by that than the times that people has caused her to tick against the LGBTQ community.
Damn.
And to me, that's so powerful as a human. That teaches you who she is as a human being. You either get mad at all the actions, all the behavior, or you are not allowed to get mad at any of it. But Rev, you can do. No, you can't. It's really simple. I woke up 15 years ago and I cut I cut gay out of my vocabulary, using it as something bad happening to me. Because my sister is very openly and actively lesbian. I did not want my sister to be uncomfortable, so I cut a word out of my vocabulary. I've never said the N-word out of anger, so that's never been an issue. I've never said FAG out of anger, so that's never been an issue. Calling women bitches and only women bitches, that's gone. I've been saying it for 7 years? Yes, a woman can be a bitch, but most of the time, bitches are not even women. Most bitches on this earth are not even women. They're grown-ass men. Be better. Cancel who you can with proof. But understand that if you do it for clout, you should be punished. If you go after a Twitch streamer for saying something and then it comes out in context, Miss Violence as an example. You go after Miss Violence trying to cancel her for shit she said and done, but you take things out of context to make her fucking look bad, you should be banned from Twitch. If you go on YouTube, I don't remember her first name, something Wu, a young lady on YouTube, this guy was trying to drag her and cancel her this week. And she came out with proof. And she showed that not only was this person wrong, but that person got paid back in full. But that's literally one of the first times I've ever seen it. And the last thing I'll say about this, and we'll be done, is if a woman comes to you and tell you she's been sexually assaulted, it's morally responsible to accept them and try to help them through it. When they prove that it's a lie, when somebody else proves that it's a complete lie, then and only then you cannot believe them. But we live in a society right now across the world that words are not being believed at face value because of the actions of others. Julia waited 20 years of her life before she told anybody she was sexually assaulted. Because she didn't think people would believe her. Not because it didn't happen. Be better to each other. Stop trying to cancel people unless you have proof. And for everybody else out there that don't like the words, you can click the X in the right-hand corner and don't ever fucking come back, because you're going to get very pointed opinion. There's going to be times you hear Wooley rail off on shit. When we start talking about hockey rules and the shit that happens, Wooley's not going to be kind about it. He's not going to be sitting here and be like, well, sometimes tacos and burritos are good together. He's going to be like, fuck both of them if they can't coexist. Like,
Wait. Hold on, time out. Why the fuck did we go from hockey to food?
I don't know. We're talking about me and your fat ass. That's always going to be that way.
God damn it.
We're fucking fat.
Yeah, I know,
Look,
but goddamn it.
All 4 of us currently here are fucking fat. We all fucking 4 like food.
And I'm pretty sure all 4 of us are fucking hungry right now and need lunch.
Yes.
So with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hit the bell. You don't want to hit the bell. You don't ever want to know when we're live because we're going to put it on Facebook and TMZ. I'm going to start putting our shit on TMZ. I'm going to put it everywhere because we don't want to be popular. We don't care. But I think that what we say holds face value. You're not going to get no bullshit. I'm not going to call myself the most honest man in YouTube because I don't groom women. With that being said, bye.
Adios, people.
See ya.
Later, X-Vids.
God damn it.
X